situation is to say Oshiomole. Oshiomole wanted me, Philip Shaibu, to join him, knowing fully well that I am closer to the members elect as at that time and members of the State Assembly, because I spent 8 years in the House of Assembly here, and I spent about 18 months in House of Rep, and I have goodwill among the legislature because of my own style. And he wanted me to help him to use this same member when they are elected to remove the governor and for me to be the governor. And I say no, that it is not my push, it's not my will, it's not my nature to betray. If I didn't betray him when he was NSC president, when I was NAS president, when I was offered money to get the Nigerian students out of the proposed strike, if I didn't betray him then, and I didn't betray him when I was chased with money and plot of land in Metama to sign an impeachment of Comrade Oshiomole when I was in the State Assembly, if I did not betray him, then I cannot betray my own governor. And I said I don't have those tendencies, and that I pleaded with Oshiomole. I knelt down to beg Oshiomole that this government is doing well, and the policies that we adopted during this time, we have taken them to the next level. I went on my knees to beg Oshiomole that if no matter what Obaseki will have done, which everything that I asked, all the questions I asked, flimsy excuses he was giving me, and I said when I could not hold something that Oshiomole had with the governor, I knelt down and I begged him. I said, I am your son. Why not, because of me, forgive? And Oshiomole said, now he has confirmed that I am now with the governor. And I stood up and I said, well, if you want to remove the governor, then you remove the governor and I. But you want to use me to chase the governor? No way. If the governor goes, I go. And that was how I departed from Oshiomole. And the truth is, I hate oppression. When Oshiomole was being oppressed, I fought on his side. I was injured. I was brutalized. My family were at risk. I threw my family from when I was attacked. Aya assassination. I was to be assassinated. Aya assassin came to my house, and the man that he is supporting as a candidate, Pastor Ezeyamo, was the one that sponsored Shaba and these characters to the House of Assembly quarters, where I was living then as a member of the House. Shattered the house with guns. The cars that were in front of the house, the engine, I had to change them after that incident. I threw my family through the fence. My wife, my children, I threw them across the fence to the other compound. And that was how they were saved. All in the name to save Comrade from being impeached. So if I joined to fight that oppressive tendencies and those oppressors that wanted to get him out, which Ezeyamo was part of, I told him the same energy I used to fight on his side when he was being oppressed and when he wanted to be impeached, it's the same energy I will use to fight for the governor, because he has decided to replace his own oppressors with himself to now oppress another man. And that is why I became, because I hate oppression, that was why I became an